Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow. I'm going to use my block just a little bit today. You're really going to need just a little bit of space to move though, and let's get started. So let's begin today in a nice comfy seat. I am going to sit on my block. But just finding a place where you can have a nice long spine and closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in as you lengthen through your spine and a deep breath out, and taking another slow deep breath in and let it go. One more deep inhale. And with the exhale, you might let your chin start to fall down towards your collarbone, bringing some length into the back of the neck. Using an inhale, you could roll your head towards your right shoulder. And with the exhale, bring it back. Inhale, rolling your head to the other side. And exhale as you bring it back down. Pausing here for a breath before you use an inhale to lift your chin and lengthen your spine even more. Take one more deep breath in and out. Awesome, you guys. You can start to open up your eyes. We're going to make our way into tabletops. If you were sitting on something, just move it off to the side. Finding your tabletop, maybe taking a gentle rock of the hips side to side, and then as you inhale, drop your belly towards your mat. Lift your chest, your chin, and maybe take your elbow creases and shine them forward. Hold it here for an inhale. With the exhale, round your spine. Push into your palms, tuck your chin. Inhale as you find your way back to a neutral place, just a flat back. Send your hips back towards your heels. Push into your palms, melt your forehead down for child's pose. Take a breath here. In and out. And letting an inhale lift you right back up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes this time and pick your knees up for downward facing dog. Take a moment if you want to pedal your feet a few times. Push into your palms. Let your head get heavier. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then letting an inhale. Bring your gaze forwards. As you exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Once you're there, inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold forwards, bend your knees, inhale. Let's come all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Step back into downward dog. Send your hips nice and high. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees as you inhale. Send your hips back to your heels for child's pose. Take a breath. Soften your shoulders and then use an inhale to find your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Downward dog, with an inhale, bring your gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift. Once you're there, exhale, fold back down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Shoulder roll if you want one. Big inhale as you reach up. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Push into your palms for an inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, back to child's pose. Soften. Breathe. And using an inhale to lift back up. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward dog this time. Let's walk our feet together. Use an inhale to lift your right foot up. Any amount, look forwards, and exhale, send your foot all the way up to the top of your mat. Into a lunge, and let your back knee come down to your mat. If you've got a block to use, have it close by just in case. If you want some extra cushion under your back knee, roll your mat over perhaps, or add something. But sink into your hips. Find that left hip flexor. Soften through your shoulders, and then let's start to send our hips back. You might grab your block too. Send your hips back into your half split. So you might point your toes up. I want you to keep a little micro bend through your knee if your leg is somewhat straight. Maybe it's got a nice big bend in the knee. But we're going to find a little bit of balance here. So we're going to wake up this leg, little bend through the knee, pointing the toes up, trying to balance on our heel and balance on this back knee. So you could start to lift your chest nice and high, maybe holding onto a block, maybe nothing. But you might get nice and wobbly. So drive that heel down, keep that bend through that front knee, pull your belly button back towards your spine, concentrate on something that's not moving. Maybe surprise yourself. Now let's relax. Relax your upper body down. Bring your chest towards your knee. Feel the hamstring, the calf. Awesome work, you guys. Bend your front knee. Send your hips forwards back into your lunge. We're going to stay here. You have the option to maybe place your block under your hand or just place your left hand on your mat. You can keep your back knee down or you could tuck your toes and pick it up. But we're going to twist. So you could turn your chest towards the right. Maybe take a big reach up. Maybe a look up too. One more inhale. Exhale to find your way back out of your twist. Maybe scoot your block to the side. In your lunge though, inhale to look forwards and exhale your back foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands up all the way back into downward facing dog. One nice big inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, send your hips back for child's pose. Take just a breath. In and a breath out. And then use an inhale to lift right back up. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, walk your feet together. Inhale your left foot any amount, look forwards. And exhale, bring that foot up to the top. Drop your back heel and start to set up your lunge. Sinking your hips forwards and down to start. If the block is useful, keep it around. If it's not, you don't have to use it. Sink into your hips. Slow down your breath. Stay for an inhale in the lunge and then use the exhale to slowly send the hips back. Maybe starting to point your toes up. Maybe grabbing your block, having it close by for support. Check that there's some sort of micro bend or bend through your knee. You're waking up your leg, you're pushing into that heel, and then maybe you're going to start to find some balance. You don't have to let go of the ground. You don't have to let go of the block. Just do what feels right for you in this moment. One side might feel a whole lot different than the other side. One side might be super wobbly. Maybe both sides are super wobbly. Nice work, you guys. A little strengthening for that hamstring. You can start to relax down. Make sure you're holding something. You're balanced now and you can relax a little bit as maybe the chest falls towards the knee. Awesome work, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Bend back into your lunge. Bend that front knee. Maybe a block of some kind is under the right hand. You could tuck your back toes and lift your knee if you want it, but turning the chest towards the left this time. If you're going to twist, maybe reaching up, maybe looking up. Just another inhale here though, and then letting the exhale bring you back down. In your lunge, take an inhale to gaze forwards and exhale your back foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forwards, plant your hands, step your feet back, downward dog for just a big inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, send your hips back and take a breath in your child's pose. Nice work, you guys. Letting an inhale slowly lift you up into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Maybe even pedal the feet a few times. Just let your head and your chest be heavy. Using an inhale, start to look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Once you're there, take an inhale for a half lift. And exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Shoulder roll if you'd like. And then an inhale to reach up. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. One nice big inhale, send your hips high, and exhale, lower your knees. Inhale into your child's pose. Bring your forehead down. Soften your shoulders and enjoy a few extra breaths here. Slowing right down. When you feel ready to move, we're going to slide forwards all the way onto our tummies. You can kind of find your forearms for a moment. Once you're resting on the top of your legs, you might bring your big toes together. Maybe let your heels fall out to the sides a little. Or your feet can be as wide as they want to be, really. But lower your chest more. Bring your hands to maybe a 10 and a 2. Fingertips might just push into your mat, might be your entire palm. But look down. Taking an inhale, lift your chest any amount. Any amount. Drop your shoulders from your ears. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Stay lifted for an inhale. And let the exhale gently bring your chest back down. Take an inhale, rise. Cobra. Exhale. Slowly release. One more inhale. And an exhale. Let it go. Nice, you guys. You can bring your hands, stack your palms under your forehead or your cheek. Maybe give your hips a gentle rock side to side. And when you're ready for it, we're going to bring our hands under our shoulders. We're going to hug our elbows into our sides so our legs can kind of stay where they were. And you're going to take another inhale to lift your chest any amount, except this time hug your elbows to your sides. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Stay lifted for an inhale. And let the exhale bring your chest slowly down. Inhale to rise. Hug the elbows in. And exhale to release. And one more inhale into your cobra. And an exhale to release. Stack your palms again. Rest your forehead. Maybe give your hips a gentle rock, side to side. When you're feeling ready to bring your left arm out to the side, so I want you to bring your left arm out, nice and straight, in line with your shoulder. And then I want you to just think about your legs for a moment. And we're going to bend our right knee, so point your right toes up. And I want you to see how close you can get your right foot towards this left hand. So whatever, that's going to look different for all of us, and whatever that means for you, you're just going to start to kind of roll onto your left side and then try to encourage your right foot, your big toe, towards your left hand. And you're not looking at your hand and your foot, so you have no idea how close you are. Maybe you do touch, maybe you don't. Just try. Just something different to think about, all the while feeling a nice stretch through the left arm and shoulder. And as tempting as it is to check on your foot and your hand to see how close you are, resist. It doesn't matter. Nice work, you guys. Use an inhale to slowly bring your right leg back and roll over onto your tummy. And I hope none of us know how close we got unless you happen to be grabbing your foot with your hand. We're just going to switch. So you can scooch over if you need, or just start to bring your right arm out, nice and straight in line with your shoulder. Bend that left knee. It's all about just thinking about turning those hips, bringing that left foot towards the right hand. Just rotating those hips. Feeling the love through the shoulder. Something different to think of. Awesome job, you guys. Slowly turning your way back over, bringing your arms in. You could stack your palms again. Rest your forehead on top. You could bring your big toes back together. Let your heels just fall out to the sides. And just notice the sensations running through your body, through your arms, your shoulders, down your spine, into the hips. You might stay here a little longer on your tummy, or you could start to roll over onto your back and maybe bending your knees, planting your feet, or hugging your knees in towards your chest. But just close your eyes again. Notice how you feel. You might add a gentle rock side to side. And you might start to send your legs out long and your feet out wide. Making your way into Shavasana for a few moments. Letting your entire body relax. Be still. And staying here for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.